If you got in a car accident and you need to work on your car, for example, you have the choice of where you can take your vehicle for those types of cosmetic repairs. Your insurance company cannot compel you to use one over the other. And of course, the one place here in town for all your body shop needs, Body Shop 661. Here with me this morning, Cesar. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Welcome back. It's always fun to have you on the show.
It's always fun to come.
And especially like seeing your work, sometimes you throw it out there on social media and stuff, and really love the custom work you do and also what you do for your clients. So I want to talk a little bit about this though, because obviously you've got, as I just mentioned, you have the right to take your car anywhere for body shop repair. But how does work come in? Is it word of mouth, or is it?
It's word of mouth. Word of mouth is very important because with word of mouth, you know what you're getting, especially if you get referred by somebody. They don't. I personally don't want the other person to look bad, so we try extra to keep you super happy. And it's very important, word of mouth. That's how we get 90% of our business is referrals.
And is that how you get the more customers weekly? They just kind of like...
We get more customers weekly, if not like you were saying about social media. We're on Facebook a lot. Sometimes I do little advertisements, but if not, I'm on there all the time just posting stuff. Like recently I have a bumper special where we'll paint and do the labor on any bumper for $350.
I saw that.
Yeah, so we post that, and that's how it brings people in to start repairs. And Facebook matters so much. When somebody says there's a body shop thing, I have so many customers out here that I usually get 3 or 4 referrals, just on one post from somebody else.
And that's terrific.
Yeah, it really does help.
Now, let's talk a little bit about, you're on Yelp too, right?
Yeah, I just got a certificate from Yelp for over 1,000 good reviews and good customers that are happy. If you look at my Facebook page, I have the thing on there. I was excited when I got it. I was so happy. Yeah, so I'm one of their top, referrals on Yelp.
And that's really, really important because so many people use Yelp. That's their first go-to now to find out if someone is worth their weight or should they go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's so good because you can use it for restaurants, for everything. You can use it. It's really helped me a lot.
And getting that certificate shows a little something. I like that.
Yeah, it's fun,
validity. Now, I want to ask this. Is this, you get everything in writing up front before any work is done?
I do. I'm really picky about that, and I like to go over all the stuff, and I kind of talk a lot, so I like to go over everything on detail and explaining all the different stuff. Because it's important, because that way you know what you're getting, and that way you know what's happening. And I like to put everything in writing, because writing is important. So you have a copy of what is getting done, so you know step by step what we're doing.
And you work with a lot of insurance agencies too, obviously, right?
I do, yes, but I work for you, or for my customers. I don't work directly for them.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Now, is it worth painting like an entire car, or should I just get if I've got little nicks and stuff like that? What's the
painting a full car is expensive.
Yeah.
On some choices, on some of the hot rods you see on Facebook, you have no choice. You have to paint the full car. But when cars get a little bit older, sometimes we can do just areas just to keep the car alive, because sometimes the car's only worth $3,000 or $4,000 and we're not going to spend $5,000 to paint it. So what we can do is paint, usually Fords and Chevys have the problem with the roof, same with Toyotas. We can just paint the roof and blend it to the sides a little bit, and that way we can keep the car looking alive. You have to remember to keep the car waxed often, because that'll make a difference, especially if we paint the roof because it's fading. Guess what? Your sides are fading too. So you need to start waxing them and giving it more love and TLC, more than usual, because you already got your signs. So
now I want to talk a little bit also those door marks when people open their door into you. Like my car has them all the way across my driver's side door.
Yeah.
And I see them as it almost looks like a racing stripe full of
little dents.
Those are things that you can take care of as well.
I have somebody who comes out to me. He's really, really good. And they come in with their little tools and pop out the little dents. They just did an older Volvo for me, and he does the roof and everything. He does all the dealerships out here.
That's good.
And yeah, he's just really good to work with that.
Well, that's good. And the little nicks and stuff like that, you can.
The little nicks, it's tough because we can touch them up a little bit, but usually when it's a metallic color, you can't just paint that little area. So if you get a nick, you got to do the whole door, and then you're talking a little bit more money, you know?
I see. Why do we need to, we're talking like going into these in panels and doors and things like that, talking about painting the doors. Why is it that you need to try and blend the panels?
Okay, just imagine you get a brand new door that's black and you paint it, just the door. When you put it on, it's going to be a little bit different than the fender and the rear door or the quarter panel. So what we do is we do a blending mostly for metallics. That way the metallics all lay the same. And that way, I'm sure you've seen those cars that drive by and they look like 3 different colors, you know? So that's why we blend it in just so it's all smooth, you know what I mean? So,
years ago, this is funny you talk about that because years ago, this was like in the late 80s, back when they had that guy that would paint any car, any color. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And he took it to that, and it was like a light blue car. His fender was like a light green, and they totally messed it up. So this is something that people talk about Bondo, and like I remember my dad used to say, "Well, that guy needs some Bondo for his face." You know, he was a smart aleck guy. But Bondo is what's used in
bodywork,
these types of bodyworks. And what is it?
Yeah, Bondo. It's a format that we use to fill in like little dents and waves. Usually we try to pull out the dents with a metal, but after we pull it in or weld studs and pull it out, it leaves it a little wavy. So we have to put a little bit of skim coat of Bondo on it. Also nowadays we do a door skin because a full door is probably like $800. A door skin's around $350. So it's just the outside of the door. So what we do is we put the outside of the door, we roll the edges over, and then on the edge we have to do a little bit of Bondo just for it to be nice and smooth, you know?
Well, there it is. Bondo and panel blending, and of course for all of your auto body needs. And again, if it's an insurance situation, you have the choice. So Body Shop 661, Cesar's the guy. He's been doing it for many, many years. Is bodyshop661.com is the website, right?
Yes, it is.
And if somebody wants to call Cesar right now, what's the number?
661-251-2252.
And you're located, aren't you off of Soledad there, Ben?
I'm off of Soledad and Ruther, right there, right by Home Depot.
There it is, easy to find. Cesar, always a pleasure having you come out. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much
for your continued work. Love seeing your stuff on Facebook as well.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You bet.